Anyways, let's watch every single Warhammer Space Marine Legion in a nutshell. This is from 2 years ago. There's another one that's like 1 year ago that I'm gonna queue up. Okay, I should have picked it up. I didn't pick it up. I don't know why, but I should have bought what was it? Space Marine 2? I saw the gameplay. I liked it. That's why I'm like kind of delving into the Warhammer world, but you know, I think the world is probably bigger than the game itself, so yeah.
The time has come. The reckoning begins. Your boy got himself a shaker cup. After many here, the official Bricky wife.
By the way, we're watching all of his ads because it's the least we can do for like appropriating his content.
Shaker cup. Do you see the gal on here? If it's not great at focusing, I'm sure there'll be a thing in the background. Skater, put a thing in the background. Long white hair, absolutely. A bit more toned, abs, obviously. Bikini, hit it. Legally distinct mark on the face, of course. She wants you to do the diddle thing, maybe, but most likely to serve in a glorious army.
What?
Legally distinct? I think so. The Bricky Shaker Cup is available now.
Wait, I just want to go back. What does that say? Gamer Fart 9000 has caffeine free. I don't know if I'd ever drink something called Gamer Fart 9000.
But listed regardless, and an addendum for those that are caffeine free. This shaker cup is available now in the description of this video. You may use code Bricky as well at checkout to get a discount on your order. A massive amount of profits goes to yours truly, and a huge thank you to GamerSubs for sponsoring and for getting me this beautiful, beautiful cup. Go out there and get it. I'm gonna take one more sip for the camera, slow it down, throw some sexy music in there, and I'll see you guys soon.
Wait, what do you mean by Badger's flavor? So that was made by like a content creator called Russian Badger? Yeah, I don't know. The sponsorship talk's kind of weird. Not him shilling it is weird. It's just the whole I'm gonna drink out of this sexy cup is kind of yabai. Ah, okay, that makes sense, guys.
Hello everybody, my name is Berkey, currently stuck in the walls of the most prodigious school in the Imperium by punishment for falling asleep during class. God bless the Skull of Progenium. Many of you have come across my Every Faction Explained video. Firstly, thank you. Secondly, we are here to dig a little deeper. Space Marines are the quintessential poster boys of Warhammer 40,000. When people think 40K, they think Space Marines, but there are many types of Space Marines, formed from 20 separate legions. We are going to rattle them off in order and give you a quick rundown of each one. A disclaimer, like in my Every Faction Explained video, this is a mix of accuracy and memes. If I say the Salamanders Legion specializes in hugging children and petting puppies, they aren't exactly doing that, mostly, but you can infer that they care about civilians.
They're not, they don't pet puppies? This is so sad.
And are a bit kinder than the average Space Marine. A Space Marine being a genetically modified super soldier that's had 1 million new and terrifying organs shoved into them, refrigerators strapped to their bodies, and are so far above the average human that they are referred to as demigods instead. Each Space Marine has a father, unlike you, a Primarch.
Okay, why'd you have to hurt me like that, bro? God damn. Guys, what if I became a Space Marine just so I could have a dad?
Which is basically an even bigger Space Marine that was forged in a lab by the God Emperor of Mankind, that gigantic golden dude you see everywhere, who is both the leader and now the martyr of humanity. The Primarchs are his 20 sons, built in a lab, who lead 20 legions of Space Marines, who are their sons. Not from a lab, but rather a dissection table, giving them the powers and skills of their associated Primarch via a gene seed, a special organ carrying the genetic makeup of their Primarch and, you know, their seed. So if Jagatai Khan...
Wait, I need to go back.
Makeup of their Primarch and, you know, their seed. So if
I vaguely remember like reading up something about like a chaos seed. I'm still not entirely sure what that means, but like, I vaguely remember reading, because I was like doing like I was like watching my friend play and I was like doing like research, right? And it was like, oh yeah, so Space Marines are made by like someone implanting a seed or something. And I just remember like being very confused. I'm still confused.
Ty-Con of the White Scars has the genetic makeup that wants him to go really, really fast. Then his sons,
Wait, really?
Space Marines, also want to go really, really fast. I should note that I am only referring to the legions this time around. If you are interested in sub-factions like, let's say, the Black Templars, then it's not going to be here. However, I do have a excellent Black Templar video. I'd argue it's probably the most accurate one I can think of. It goes through the whole lore,
Whoa.
everything about them. It's a very long video, and I'll put it in the description. Just look up Black Templar video in the description. You'll get what you need. And now, with the easy explanation out of the way, let us begin with our first Legion.
Dark Angels.
Dark Angels. Allegiance? Loyal. Primarch Lion L. Johnson, a duelist, a knight, a real asshole, I'm not gonna lie.
He looks like a good guy though. He's an asshole.
The single word descriptor? Paranoid. The Dark Angels are our first legion, hailing from the death world known as Caliban. Their Primarch, Lion L. Johnson, is what happens when you try to make the side profile Chad meme into a genuine character. He is a master tier duelist, a brilliant strategist, and an overall dick. There are few situations he isn't prepared for, and few fights he isn't ready to lead head on. This makes the Dark Angels have a very Knights of the Round Table vibe. They look like the knights of old with these large suits of power armor, often donning robes and hoods. Their names also follow this. They have like Ezekiel, Azrael, Belial, Samuel, and so on. However, the common thing associated with Dark Angels are the Fallen, a part of their faction that turned traitor against the Imperium, and they are very heavily trying to expunge all knowledge of them from existence. Fallen? What Fallen? Never heard of any Fallen. Do you know about the Fallen? We're gonna take you away and mind probe you to make sure you have never heard of the Fallen. They definitely don't exist, and if they do exist, which they don't, we will find them even though they don't exist. They love their interrogations. They thrive in it. Lionel Johnson is a scorched earth policy sometimes, and it's given to his sons in force, which makes sense considering that when the Lion heard of a Chaos Primarch on a homeworld different Primarch, whose mom was there, he was like, let's nuke it. The Dark Angels are a special group where they formulate themselves into 3 different factions. The Deathwing Terminators, slow-moving, tough phalanx. The Raven Wing, fast jet bikes and flyers. And the Green Wing, which is your standard Marines. They are a jack of all trades, but not in the sense where they're good at everything, but rather they have a lot of things that are good at specific things. Like instead of 20 people that have a multi-tool, they instead have 20 people with gigantic power tools for every job imaginable. If you like being suspicious about everyone and everything in your surroundings, but you also like to have a whole lot of deep knight type lore, run the Dark Angels.
The guys who are okay, so this is your legion if you like biblical names fighting against heresy. But also they're hella paranoid. Do they sound like the church? Yeah, you're like really into the church. They sound like the other church one. What's it called? You know the you know the shit. The Sisters of Silence, but the Sisters of Battle or something. I can't remember. Sisters of something. But yeah, are they basically that? But like men? But also like a little less church and more like dedicated to like their daddy?
Peace! The One Piece is real!
Our second legion is a special one.
If you can see, the numbers all go.
Wait, they just skipped the second legion. What does that even mean? Okay. Third legion it is. Emperor's Children.
2, 11.
The Emperor's Children. Allegiance, traitor. Primarch, Fulgrim, a perfectionist, an artist, a sneaky snaky snake. And the single word descriptor, perfection. The Emperor's Children are all about the pursuit of perfection. Perfection in all they do. Perfection in war, in artistry, and perfection in every other aspect of life. Their armor is a gleaming pink, purple, and gold. Their ships have spires of gorgeous marble and gold statues.
Okay, I kind of like them if they're pink.
in their honor. Fulgrim is a man who believes the pursuit of perfection is the goal of all things. And I mean, look at him. Can you truly tell me that he is not perfect? The hair, the features. As Primarchs go, he is the one you look at, and if 40K had a guy that would give you the best sex you've ever had and never call you back,
they're the fuckboys of like the Space Marines?
this is the fucking guy, which is why this pursuit of decadence led them to the evils of chaos. Yes.
You know, they do give Griffith vibes. They do. They give Griffith vibes hard. But I feel like Griffith... Actually, no, Griffith would not call you back, huh?
Emperor's Children are our first Chaos Legion, and not just a normal one. One devoted to, you guessed it, Slaanesh, the Prince of Pleasure, God of unspeakable excess. The Emperor's Children in their pursuit are now horrifyingly mutated beings through Slaanesh's great will. They torture and maim to feel perfection through pain. They screech and attack with sonic weaponry for perfection through sound. And they slaughter, aiming for perfection in war. Fulgrim himself lost the battle against Slaanesh as a demon sword corrupted his mind and transformed him into the sexy man he was, into the sexy snake he is now. A demon Primarch, corrupted and bringing his legion's will.
Okay, guys. I take it back. Would not. I take it back.
By himself. As far as Emperor's Children go, they are some bad people. They do horrible things to anyone and everything. In fact, they're such trolls that their battle cry is for the Emperor, despite being horribly mutated and corrupted. If you've ever taken a little too much of a drug, or maybe the music at a concert was too loud and you didn't bring any earplugs, or whatever the reason, you just
So are the Emperor's Children Chaos Space Marines, or just like Marines, or just Space Marines that are corrupted? Also, does that make them heretics? They are chaos. Okay. So they're full chaos, and they're heretic. They're hella heretics then. Okay, so Third Legion is already gone. You wouldn't want a sexy snake man? No, that's kind of weird, bro. I'm not scaly. Not like I don't lean towards that. Extreme heretics. Why? What do you mean why? What do you mean why? That's
take all those things and you dial it and you dial it and you twist it and the knob breaks. And that is the Emperor's Children.
God is dead. God remains dead. And we have killed him.
The Iron Warriors. Allegiance, traitor. Primarch, Perturabo.
They're also traitors? Jesus. Okay.
Warlord, a siege smith, an incel. Single word descriptor, siege. Continuing the trend of our Chaos Legions, we have the Iron Warriors led by Primarch Perturabo of Olympia. To understand the Iron Warriors though, one must first understand Perturabo. A man so bitter coffee beans run for light. A man who hates the world and everyone in it, who never got recognition for his deeds, who hates his brothers and hates their accomplishments even more. Someone so laughably petty, so incredibly bitter that he goes full circle to becoming likable. Why? Because he's competent. The Horus Heresy, we didn't talk about the Horus Heresy. Intermission. So Horus was the Emperor's favorite son, right? You know, so the Emperor walked into his room. Horus said, Dad, I just gifted 150 subs to Amaranth, and she said my name a ton, and she loved me for it. I really think that I might get to meet her one day. And it kind of played out something like this.
Your feelings for her are not real.
They are real to me!
And then it started playing out a little bit more like this.
Let the seas boil. Let the stars fall. So it takes the last drop of my blood.
Yeah. So Iron Warriors, the Horus Heresy wouldn't have gone.
Wait. So basically, it was the son rebelling against the dad, right? He took like 8 of his brothers with him to fight against dad and his 9 other brothers. And that's the Horus Heresy. Horus thought that the Emperor was corrupt. Oh. So, okay. It's not that he's got, okay. Okay, yeah, okay, that makes more sense. That's me, I'm corrupt. Congrats, Jeff. That word bearer guy corrupted Horus, kinda. So he was like manipulated into thinking that his dad was corrupt? Ah. Okay. So they corrupted. Should I buy the book? Should I just read the book? I don't know. I saw it on Amazon. I might get the book. You know what's the issue? Yeah, there's a fuck ton of books. I don't necessarily know where to start. And a lot of them are like extremely like expensive. And I don't know which one is book one. And I don't want to like buy a book and have it be like, I don't know, book 24 in the series, you know? We gotta figure that out.
Gotten shit done without Peter Turbo. Imagine an entire faction that is the personification of brutal industrialism, where you serve the Legion until your dying breath. You build and you kill and you siege and you kill and you literally summon demons just to take them and trap them in machines and use them as cannon fodder. This is a thing they do. They summon demons to trap and use as shock troops. The Iron Warriors are siege warfare incarnate. They are heavy weapons, they are tanks, they are turrets, and they don't die. They hate Imperials, they hate Imperial fists.
Do you need a pacifier, Iron Baby? No, I don't.
They are bitter incarnate. Perturabo and the Iron Warriors don't serve the Chaos Gods because they like them. They serve them because fuck you.
Come on, guys.
Wait. So their entire thing is that they're powered by spite. They just don't like you, so they choose the faction that opposes you. They're just massive haters then. Cool. Okay.
Let's go.
Not another speeding ticket. I'll fight it in court, but I don't think they're gonna accept gotta go fast as a medical condition.
The White Scars. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Jagatai Khan, a speed demon, a plain strider, a roast god. Single word descriptor, speed. Hailing from Chagoris. The White Scars are all about speed. They love melee, but they love it even more when they are doing it from a motorcycle or land speeder. Or honestly, just running really damn fast. The White Scars are honestly forgotten about a lot, and that's lore accurate. They are a legion that doesn't seek the recognition or glory from the combat they engage in. They engage in it because it is their duty and because they love it. Not in the insane slaughter enjoyment of loving it, but in the thrill of the fight. They are known as the Laughing Killers because they ride into battle with a smile on their face and a chuckle in their throat. And as you can tell by their Primarch's name, they are Mongolian based. Remove horses and replace them with motorcycles and land spears, and that's your style. They are heavily based on the old times of Genghis Khan, and consider this is 40k and everybody's evil. You know, that fits. The White Scars are actually physical scars on their body, going back to their heritage on Chagoris. The Khan himself is kind of a dickhead, but a reasonable one. He thinks ahead, he's intelligent, he's patient. He is often underestimated because he doesn't scream his accomplishments from the rooftops, which is what makes him and the White Scars dangerous. His skills are kept at bay, only to be truly shown when the time is needed. The White Scars are a forgotten legion often, but that doesn't diminish their accomplishments. All it does is surprise those who underestimate them. Speed, awesome Mongolian vibe they got going on, and if you really like to stab people, that's the White Scars for you. Shameless thirst break.
They do sound cool. Okay, I think I kind of like the White Scars. That's kind of sick.
This is dog. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, bitch.
The Space Wolves. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Leman Russ, a Viking, a savage, the Undertaker. Single word descriptor, wolf, 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 wolf. There's so many goddamn wolf units. Skater.
I take it back. I like the wolves. They have dogs.
How many units in the Space Wolves Codex have the word wolf in their name? The Space Wolves are the 6th Legion and hail from Fenris, a frozen wasteland of a world with their Primarch, Leman Russ. I don't really need to spend a whole lot of time talking about the Space Wolves because it's very obvious who they are. They are the second most obvious what their shtick is legion in the 20 legions besides the World Eaters. When you look at the Space Wolves behind, what do you see? Do you see Vikings in space? You've done it. Congratulations, you have found Vikings in space. But they have as much in common with a regular Marine as an old-day Viking with like a Roman soldier. You see, as a Space Marine, your body is so enhanced that you filter out poison, and so you can't get drunk. The Space Wolves distill a special mead out of a horrible poisonous plant that would kill a normal human so they could get drunk. They have fangs in their mouths. They sometimes cannibalize their enemies. Yeah.
I'm sorry, they what now? I'm not deaf, right? I did not mishear that, right? Oh, they cannibalize people. Yikes. They got that, I guess they do got that dog in them. Damn.
Sometimes they eat people because they gain knowledge about them from there and about battle plans. The Space Wolves are savages. They're raiders. They're Vikings. But despite all of this, they are loyal to their core. Leman Russ is an egotistical guy who just shouts stories and tales of his accomplishments everywhere they can. But at the same time, he was so damn loyal that instead of gunning down his foes, he hit him with a fucking backbreaker to show his devotion to wrestling. If you want Vikings in space, you found it. Play the Vikings in space.
We're gonna build the...
Wait, I kind of fuck with that then. I love WWE. Let's go. Oh my god. I kind of love that. Space Marines have an organ that lets them eat anything, basically. Oh, okay.
Fists. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Rogel Dorn. A builder, a phalanx, and he needs a hand. Single word descriptor, fortify. The Imperial Fists are led by Primarch Rogel Dorn on their homeworld of Inuit. However, they themselves are actually a fleet-based chapter, with their main source of recruitment coming from an enormous moon-sized ship called the Phalanx. The Fists are a chapter you think of when you think of duty. They love to serve. The love to serve and the inability to be moved. Rogel Dorn is an architect, a master builder, and basically a rock.
Wait. Hold
Rogel
up.
Dorn is an architect, a master
Why does he low-key look like Bruce Willis in this picture?
builder, and basically a rock in brain and body. A lack of humor or ability to lie shows that he is as blunt as the weapons of war he creates. Not the swords he makes, but like blunt, strong weapons. The fists are the same. Take your archetypical American Marine style look, a buzz cut, a hard sense of duty, and then throw in some power armor and a love for building defenses, and you have the Imperial Fists. They are immovable. When you find a spot, they're ready to defend. You can't breach them. Their knowledge of defensive warfare is paramount. Without them, the Horus Heresy would have been so much more effective, but thanks to their insane and immovable tenacity, the Imperium lives today.
That's
and let's
crazy.
not forget that Iron Warrior and Imperial Fist rivalry. Want to know why the Iron Warriors are so bitter? These guys are the reason why.
Hey, guys, bring the thing! Where is he going?
Is that a cat?
Hey! Hey, that could have killed me! Hey, guys! We missed! Get another!
Dorn and Perturabo are basically
Wait, what? The Virgin Petrarabo versus the Chad Dorn. That's kind of crazy. They're pretty fucking sick, dude. Damn. They're toxic. Wait, what do you mean by they're toxic yaoi? What does that mean? I love how the Chad Dorn didn't betray the Emperor.
two sides of the same coin.
Inspires
One's a bit more
loyalty.
level-headed and got better jobs. If you want to be defensive, to be good at everything Space Marines are good at, bolters, heavy weapons, vehicles, you want a classic military fighting force, start fisting.
I am having a very bad day.
That sounds. They sound good. Okay. Maybe I think I'm leaning towards the loyalist. Damn.
Today is one of the worst days.
Maybe I
Oh,
like
boy.
them.
Oh boy, here we go. The Night Lords.
Oh, that's
Allegiance,
sick.
Heretic. Primarch, Conrad Kurz.
My guy looks evil. What the hell? He looks so evil.
Sadist, a vigilante, the Presso Espresso. Single word, fear. The Night Lords are my favorite legion, hailing from Nostromo and their Primarch, Conrad Kurz. They are a traitor legion from a planet known as the Sunless World, or the World of Endless Night. Nostromo is a horrible hive city that is known for being host to some of the worst gang violence, murder, and working conditions around. The only thing keeping the population in check is the great. The Night Lords fall in the
The what now? Also, why is he? I just realized he's got like major vampire vibes.
footsteps of their Primarch, a man who believed in a twisted sense of justice and that the only way to make humans compliant is through fear. The Legion's lesson has been lost on them, as their ranks were repopulated by gang members, murderers, arsonists, torturers, and other words I can't say on YouTube, as young as 12 years old. Murderers before they were even teenagers, raised to become demigods. Now, fear is what they sow and flesh is what they reap. The Night Lords are scum. They are the exact opposite of all other legions. They torture and they maim and they flay because they think it's fun. They run away often so they can come back and kill you with more numbers. They prey on the innocent and the weak. They kill normal civilians because it's easy and flee any battle where they don't possess overwhelming odds. They are the antithesis of normal Space Marines. They are scum. One time, a world did not comply to their demands, so they raided one of their ships and brought it into atmosphere. The crowds cheered and clapped as it appears that they had won the battle. And the airlocks opened, and the skinned and flayed bodies of the crew were thrown down in the populace. In other words, a legion of...
What the fuck? That's so crazy. Oh, this world is so dark. That is actually insane. Oh.
gangers and criminals. Add together a heavy Slavic influence to them, and you've got my favorite faction.
You have not done the dishes
Blood
for 5
Angel.
years. So embarrassed when people come over here.
What does it matter? You bring them over, you kill them. Vampires don't do dishes.
The Blood Angels. Allegiance, loyal. Primarch, sanguineous. An angel, a vampire, a dead-ass motherfucker. Single word descriptor, blood. The Blood
I was wrong. This is the Vampire Legion, huh?
Angels are 9th Legion, hailing from the homeworld of Baal, with their Primarch, Sanguinius. The Blood Angels are a tragic tale with one of the best Primarchs, one beloved by almost everybody, a genuine angelic figure who led his people to glory, killed by the hands of the traitor Horus before the Emperor's eyes. The death of their Primarch led the entire Legion to madness as their gene seed malfunctioned and created something known as the Black Rage. The Blood Angels degrade over time, experiencing something called the Red Thirst, which gives them a genuine vampiric thirst for blood. As their minds degrade and break down, they get angrier and angrier, becoming berserk killing machines with no other goal than to tear everything in sight apart. But they don't see it as that. They see themselves there, at their Primarch's demise, with Horus in sight. And to them, it's time for vengeance. That Space Marine over there, that Chaos Space Marine, that's Horus. Kill him. That Orc War Boss over there, Horus. Kill him. That Tyranid Swarm, 1,000 Horuses. Horai. Kill them all. Did your toast come out a little bit burnt? Horus sabotaged your toaster. Destroy the toaster. Destroy it. Do it. Do it. Kill your toaster. Do it. This slow, debilitating disease takes over the Blood Angels, and it gives them this angelic, vampire, and Catholic-inspired imagery. They have chalices of blood. They rest in coffins and can even use psychic powers to sprout angel wings from their bodies. They are a tragedy through and through, and the only thing that will look more tragic are the mangled bodies of those they come in contact with.
Wait, I kind of like them though. That lore is crazy. It's really cool. What the hell? Yeah, they're a little crazy, but they're crazy because of the trauma. And I kind of fuck with that. But wait, are they heretics or are they not heretics? Somebody who knows, like, tell me, are they heretics? Bro, they're so traumatized. Oh, they're loyalists? Okay, sick. Looks like we like the loyalists, guys. They crashed out over a bad bitch. That bad bitch being their dad. Yippee, not heretic.
We're gonna take your job away.
The
What?
Iron Hands. Allegiance, loyalist. Primarch, Ferrus Manus, a machinist, an inventor, and not a great head on his shoulders. Single word?
What?
Bionics.
Bionic!
The
shit.
Iron Hands are
That
from
was
the
a little
home
loud.
planet of Medusa and their Primarch Ferrus Manus. Does Ferrus Manus have an iron hand? You fucking know he's got an iron hand. The Iron Hands believe that the flesh is weakness. But despite all of their enhancements, despite all the things that made them demigods, replacing some of the flesh with bionics will allow them to serve the Emperor more. They go hard into vehicles and dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts being giant walking sarcophagi that have wounded space marines piloting them from the inside. Vehicles,
Ooh.
metal upgrades. These are the things that make up this legion. Their tech marines have servo arms sticking out from all directions. They have a wide array of mechanics and extremely often replace limbs with metal ones, serving all kinds of different functions to deal with their enemies. The Iron Hands are also not particularly nice. They're kind of assholes. I mean, marines are already normally pretty big assholes, but they're a little bit up there because of their flesh, civilians made of flesh, because you see, the flesh is weak. Flesh is corruptible. Bionics, the strength of the machine is pure and cannot so easily be corrupted. So if you want people who have this little techno fetishistic vibe to them, that love their vehicles and their walking coffins, hit up the Iron Hands.
You understand, Commander?
Yeah, guys. Oh, I think they hate us because, you know, we're people. They'd absolutely hate us. But it's okay. We're vibing.
I was never here.
Legion 11. Well,
What does that
I
even
returned
mean?
from touching grass. I know. I'm pretty cool. Now let's continue our Warhammer lecture.
Oh, it's a lost.
The World Eaters.
What?
Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Angron.
They look evil as fuck.
A butcher, a slaughterer.
Like extremely, earth-shatteringly, unreasonably fuck-ass mad.
Single word descriptor, anger. Hey you, yeah you, are you mad? Do you just fucking hate everything? Do you want to murder everything in sight and get rewarded for doing so? Then you should join the World Eaters. Home planet of Nuceria and Primarch Angron, who, if the name didn't suggest, is real fucking angry. Angron was raised a slave, forced to fight in gladiator pits. When he refused, they shoved old world tech into his brain so that if he ever felt any emotion other than anger, it caused him extreme pain. All his sons, wanting to be like their dad, also put a version of these nails in their brain. So now you have an entire legion who literally feel unimaginable pain if they are feeling any emotion other than anger.
I'd be pretty fucking angry too. But also, what the hell is this backstory? That's crazy. They just made this guy hella angry and didn't think that there'd be repercussions, like this guy wouldn't betray them for you know, he's like pretty fucking angry. Like, goddamn.
Slap them with a freight train of armor, 2 goddamn chainsaw axes, and you can see what's gonna happen. It's no wonder they're corrupted by corn. They're honestly a surprisingly sad legion that I actually screwed up in assuming that they were all just angry murderers. I mean, they are. But they didn't start out that way. Their corn corruption degraded their intelligence, their free will, and made powerful warriors into arguably even more powerful warriors, but blunt, like frothing at the mouth psycho warriors. The World Eaters, like I mentioned in the Space Wolves, they wear their concept on their sleeve. They are angry, they want to kill things, they want to kill you, and maybe some of their friends, and that's the faction. They're red, they're mad, they're gonna run at you and cause death. If you like that, you play the World Eaters. Or you like it because they were, you know, at one point a lot better than that. Most of Warhammer was a lot better than that. I was once a lot better than that. That was when I was in college. I didn't finish college, and neither did Angron.
Oh, it's Ultramarines.
It's not done by sunrise. I'll cut
Yeah, they kind of
The
need therapy, huh?
Ultramarines. Allegiance, Loyalist.
Bro, everyone in this universe needs therapy. But yeah, the Ultramarines, I like them.
Primarch Rabute Gilliman. That's how it's said. An analyst, a diplomat, a blueberry boy scout. Single word descriptor, duty. When you see Space Marines on a box or just Space Marines in promotional material, notice how they are always colored blue. These are the blue Space Marines. These ones here, the Ultramarines, who hail from the world of Macrog with their Primarch Robute Gorilla Man. Ultramarines are the white bread of Space Marines, the grilled chicken with salt and pepper. This is by no means an insult. They are plain Jane, but that's also because they are so goddamn good at their job. Their skill for warfare is paramount, but so is their ability for leadership. Gilliman for a while was a damn boring Primarch for all the reasons he was great, because no matter how hard you try, you don't win a war without logistics, which is why his sons are the most recognizable of all the Space Marines, which is why the only thing that rivals the weight of their victories is the weight of their egos. They are good at everything and bad at nothing. They are great at everything. Other legions can do other things better than them, but they are good at everything. The most interesting thing about the Ultramarines is their characters, as they are all now inflicted with various amounts of ultra depression for many reasons. Gilliman is, at the time of recording, the only playable Primarch currently on the tabletop, and the only one that has returned to the 41st millennium for the Loyalist side. He took one look at what his empire has become and immediately wanted to fucking die. Being forced to lead everything he once hated, an Imperium rotten to its core, with his sole responsibility.
So he didn't want to come back. He had to. Oh, damn. Okay, I feel bad for the dude. He time skipped. He really did.
Responsibility to save it is kind of what makes him interesting. They are a perfectly standard legion with perfectly standard ideals, and great if you want a simple, clean slate.
Uh-oh, stinky funny poop.
Oh no, this is the gross like chaos god guy, right? This is the gross one, right?
Poop funny. Woo.
The Death Guard. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Mortarian. A reaper, a poison, an ungodly stench.
The green one, Nurgle or something.
The Death Guard hail from Barbaros, with the Primarch Mortarium. The 14th Legion were known for their incredible resilience to damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Where the Imperial Fists were defensive thanks to tactics and posturing, the Death Guard were resilient because they could take a punch or a gut shot or a cannon to the chest and just keep on moving. They are slow, yet they are resistant, which was only confounded as a Death Guard captain, Typhus, codename Dickhead, sold them out to Nurgle, god of rot and decay.
What? Is he called Dickhead because of the thing? Oh, because of the thing on his head? Damn.
Now, the Death Guard are a Nurgle-worshipping infected legion whose ability to feel pain and take damage has all but just gone away. They wade through gunfire, able to kill normal Marines 10 times over and continue unharmed, all while spreading rot and disease in the name of their dark, very stinky master. Where the Death Guard enter, plague spreads. People get sick and they die. They spread debilitating disease to all around them. Why would a legion need to be anything more than very tanky when their enemies are falling over, puking, firing out of both ends, and having their skin peel off just by their presence? Entire worlds infested with a zombie rot, swarms of insects that eat flesh and metal alike, all while the legion advances slowly, painfully, allowing the disease they spread to take its toll before they reap the lives they believe belong to them. And look at Mortarian's model, dude. The man is baller as fuck. A gigantic moth with a gigantic scythe. Come on now. The Death Guard.
So their whole thing is just being gross then. That's kind of wild. Damn.
My next trick!
The Thousand Sons. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Magnus the Red. A scholar, a sorcerer.
What are those titty tusks? They're your favorite traders? Okay, I guess we'll have to watch this. We'll have to watch this really closely to figure out why. Oh.
Nerd. Single word descriptor? Magic. The Thousand Sons hail from their homeworld of Prospero, with their Primarch Magnus the Red. The final of our 4 major Chaos God factions, the Thousand Sons are disciples of Zeech, the Changer of Ways. Heavily inspired by their Egyptian theming, the Legion themselves are slaves to the god of trickery and change. Most of them no longer even
Oh, this is the Egyptian themed one. Oh, I'm not jealous of the titty tusk. I'm just confused because, like, does that not get in the way?
having a physical form, reduced to just dust, piloting suits of armor at the whim of a sorcerer leader.
Okay, hold on,
the
that's
Thousand
kinda
Sons
sick
do not
looking.
deserve their fate. There's a common joke that Magnus did nothing wrong. This is untrue. He has done much wrong. However, he is very sympathetic, mainly because the Space Wolves and Leman Russ sought to end their rivalry through the annihilation of their legion, escaping only through the assistance of the Changer of Ways, and forever changed because of it. Meanwhile, magic is their main tool. Take some Lovecraftian style abilities, the eyes everywhere, and potent spells to be cast at their foes, whether these are bolts of psychic lightning, reversing time itself, opening up portals to unreality, or changing the very fabric of the universe. The Thousand Suns sorcery knows no bounds, and they are very good at it. If you're a fan of like wizards, your classic style of spellcaster, and you want a ton of them, combined with a tragic backstory and a Primarch who, like Mortarion, looks fucking baller, the Thousand Suns are for you.
You fucking asshole! There's no way, you're a fucking cheater.
Okay, Sons of Horus has to be a heretic, right?
Loser. You're a cheater. My dad works at Nintendo!
The Sons of Horus, or the Luna Wolves, or the Black Legion. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Horus, a warlord, a treasured friend, or the traitor himself. Single word descriptor, assault. The Sons of Horus are the formal name of Horus's legion, hailing from the world of Chthoniya. The Sons of Horus themselves were assault troops. The strength of their attack was some of the most powerful in the legions. While the White Scars may favor speed for their strikes, the Sons of Horus were known for their overall offensive power. It was even said that if the Sons of Horus met the Imperial fists, they would be at a stalemate for eternity. However, the Sons of Horus are no longer, because, well...
Is that the Emperor?
They are now instead the Black Legion, led by Abaddon the Despoiler, who claims to succeed where his father failed. The Black Legion are still an offensive and assault-based force, but they act much like the Ultramarines, but for chaos. Your standard black and brass Space Marine, who are known for recruiting.
Hold up, that's kind of sick looking though.
In all different kinds of avenues. Anyone can become a member of the Black Legion. Anyone can swear allegiance to the War Master. You gain favor by not just one, but all four gods equally. Their famous line, "Let the galaxy burn," is the best way to describe them. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. So long as the Imperium dies, the Black Legion has done its job.
Okay. Is there a game for these guys? Because they sound kind of sick. I know there's like games for like the blue Space Marines, like the Ultramarine Space Marines, but like is there a game for like the black and gold ones? Because that sounds kind of sick.
They are a legion formed from hatred and spite, with a clear goal in mind. As the Dark Gods are calling, and the Black Legion are sure to answer.
Hello. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord?
Oh, they look evil. These ones look evil. Only on tabletop?
The Word Bearers. Allegiance, heretic. Primarch, Lorgar Aurelian, a preacher, a fanatic, a choir boy. Single word descriptor, zeal. If the Black Legion answer the call of the Dark Gods, what if instead you decide to call the gods first? Well, then the Word Bearers are for you. The 17th Legion, led by Primarch Lorgar on the planet of Colchis, are for you. The 17th Legion.
What is this picture? Why does it look so like yassified? What is this yassified ass picture? They made him look less crusty and more like, I don't know, like hot. What is this?
Legion, led by Primarch Lorgar on the planet of Colchis.
Oh, still there. Nice.
Originally obsessed with worshiping the Emperor of Mankind as a god, they found that despite his divinity, he was not worthy of worship because, you know, he raised their equivalent of Jerusalem to the ground for daring to worship him. Like, could you imagine if God actually showed up and was just like, Jerusalem is stupid, it just destroyed the whole thing? Like, what would that do in your head? But there are gods that want worship and will reward those who do. The Word Bearers are chaos worshippers to a T. All chaos gods. They specialize in demonic rituals, the summoning of demons, and the mutual possession of their own troops. They welcome demons to their bodies to fight as one. They exalt the dark gods themselves for aid, and guess what? they answer. In the world of 40K, Satan doesn't just call you back. He hops in his GT Mustang and he crashes on your couch. In the world of 40K, your rituals will end with genuine results. The word bearers know this. They know through sacrifices, through devotion, through dark baptism, the gods will answer and they will be rewarded. So they use it. They bring forth demons. They bring forth possessions. They bring forth the power of the neverborn, the damned, and those that hide in the dark to bear against the Imperium. Lorgar sits there, smiling, as the truth he always knew, the existence of gods and the importance of faith is a reality. And it is a tool he is using to rend the galaxy.
Dear Sir Stroke
Damn.
Madam, fire! Exclamation mark. Fire! Exclamation mark. Help me.
They're the reason why it occurred.
Salamanders,
Okay.
Allegiance, Loyalist, Primarch.
Oh, this is the green one that like that has like flamethrowers, right? Oh, I like this one.
Vulcan, a Forge Master, a Behemoth, a very huggy boy. Single word descriptor: fire. The Salamanders hail from Nocturne, a volcanic planet home to their Primarch Vulcan. They are the largest of the Space Marines, not due to numbers, but rather size. Vulcan, he is an enormous slab of beef, by far the largest of all the Primarchs.
That's crazy. Why are they wearing loincloths? Also, yeah, flamethrowers are kind of cool.
However, don't let his size fool you, as he is also the kindest. Salamanders have the juxtaposition of looking frightening, being larger than other Marines, while also boasting an ashy, like coal color skin and blazing red eyes, while simultaneously carrying around all manner of flame weaponry. So your average civilian might be spooked, but in reality, they are by far the kindest of all the legions to those civilians. Vulcan believes that to safeguard the Imperium is to, at the end of the day, safeguard its people. So unlike other legions who put their lives far and above the average human, the Salamanders spend significantly more time trying to save them, often taking numerous losses by doing so. They are very independent as well. They're forgers and blacksmiths, maintaining their own weapons and crafting versions of it. They also have the very rare privilege of being able to see their families.
Bro, you're so right. The Gap Moe is crazy. I kind of love them. What the heck? I kind of love them. They're so nice.
Even after becoming a Space Marine, they care, which is the funny part, because the 7.5-foot tall giant with flaming red eyes who just reduced a traitor to bubbling metal says, "You have nothing to fear, young citizen. Take my hand." If you enjoy fire, melting things, and being the nicer of the Marines, Salamanders are for you.
I feel like they're evil.
Attacks don't work if you yell it out loud.
The Raven Guard. Allegiance, Loyalist.
Oh, they're not.
Corvus Corax, a raven, a shadow.
Is this the guy whose name is Crow, but in like Latin and like Greek or something?
An industrial dance DJ. Single word descriptor: stealth. The Raven Guard are the final Loyalist Legion at 19 and hail from the planet Deliverance with Primarch Corvus.
This is the stealthy one, right?
Already, the Raven Guard are stealth specialists and proficient in all manners of assassination. Despite this, their signature winged jump pack and double lightning claw look is, well, not very stealthy.
Yeah, he's kind of got the Vega claws.
The Raven, and embody the entire concept of it as a herald of death. They are stealthy, patient hunters that have no problem with waiting and waiting and waiting until the moment to strike is at hand. It's not easy being a stealth faction when your stealth involves people in 1 ton of power armor, but they find a way. That more than anything should not be used to show how ridiculous 40K is, even though it is, but rather to show how good the Raven Guard are at their jobs. It's not about them sneaking around you without being seen, but it's also about them having lied in wait for so long that it wasn't until they were in striking distance that you even realized they had been there. And also, if you want, edgelord Marines with a long black haircut, pale skin, ravens everywhere, if you want to field assassins and snipers abound, then the Raven Guard are for you.
He could be in this very room.
So this has to be the last like bad guy
He could even
Legion, right?
Whoa! What? It was obvious.
Yeah,
The Alpha
those are kind
Legion.
of cool.
Allegiance, Heretic.
I knew it.
Primarch, Alfarius, and Omegon. Saboteurs, destabilizers, they're in your walls. Single word descriptor: espionage. Finally, the 20th Legion, the Alpha Legion, led by Alfarius and Omegon, the only Legion to have two Primarchs who were split as twins. The Alpha Legion are heretical, we think, and specialize in destabilization of society and armies. Their entire shtick is the Hydra, because when you cut off one head, two more take its place. All of the Alpha Legion look exactly like their Primarch. Olive skin, shaved head. All claim to be Alfarius. All are liars. They make the largest use of sleeper cells and cultists in the Chaos Space Marine factions because it's extremely easy to take over a planet when you
Poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague unto our houses!
Where the Raven Guard use stealth and sabotage to eliminate their enemies, the Alpha Legion prefer to weaken them over time with sleeper agents, impersonations, basically anything you can imagine.
Wait, I kind of like them. That's kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually really kind of cool.
Imagine from a hardcore spy movie or Cold War level espionage. Being Alfarius is not only an honor, being Alfarius is a requirement. There's a story of someone chasing down an Alpha Legion agent for years upon years, and when they finally catch up with them and they see that the agent is wearing the same face as their pursuer, because this was the plan all along, to kill him and take his spot. We're talking facial reconstruction surgery, we're talking hacking, we're talking political assassination and impersonation, everything. They are Space Marines in name only, because being a strong stoic warrior is not what the Alpha Legion is interested in. In fact, the Alpha Legion is interested in you not even knowing that the Alpha Legion is a thing. I am Alfarius. You are Alfarius. We are all Alfarius in his Lord's glorious army.
That's
Thank
kind
you
of
everyone
sick.
so much for watching this video. I hope you learned a little something.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed that actually. I think we might just end here. I'm gonna raid out into someone, but that was pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. I did really like that. I wonder who's live right now. Nice stream. Thank you. We will be watching more Warhammer 40k stuff because I'm actually kind of interested. Like, this universe is actually kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm probably gonna eat, take a short nap, and wait for my wife to come home. And by my wife, I mean my bestie. I don't think I'll actually like buy the miniatures, like the figurines itself, because you know that shit's kind of expensive, and you know we're broke from like the constant Yu-Gi-Oh boxes. But I do really like the lore, and I'm thinking about getting the game. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should make more video games. Heck.